few things better than fresh air. Am I right? Hello, I'm Dingus McSwine. I also like fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, and fresh underwear. Tobacco, however, it's a different story altogether. Some tobacco, it's best within a year. Some gets better with every year that passes. When we find a blend we like, we want to build up a supply. When we approach the idea of cellaring, we all wonder, will this tobacco get better with age like my wonderful wife? Or will it sour like an unchecked pipe? That's what this series is about. Fresh tobacco versus cellared tobacco. Is it worth waiting for? Should you smoke it now? This series won't so much be about flavors or reviewing the tobacco as it will be about the age and the differences between the fresh and the aged. I, along with a few other pipers selected by Chad, Barbed Wire Piper, will get to sample from his cellar. With fresh matches of tobacco to accompany Chad's cellared tobacco, we hope to discern the truth. We want to give you a well-rounded, in-depth answer to the question, to cellar or not to cellar? Now, let's get to that tobacco. Hey folks, Dingus back at you for another fresh versus cellared, this time Peterson Nightcap. Well, and Dunhill Nightcap. So, there you go. We have 2020 this time, 2010, and 2002. So we've got quite a mix this time, and I'm really excited. Chad, Barbed Wire Piper, sent me the 2010 and the 2020, and I have some 2002 to add to the mix. And I think he's doing that too. I left him some 2002, so he's gonna be doing that. So let's get to the comparison of the Nightcap, shall we? Let's start off with 2020. Okay, that was just embarrassing. Smoky. Just mainly smoky. There's a little sweetness in there, but it's hard to find. She's a hard ship to find. Okay, the 2010. Woo! Oh, see now that's smoky and a little fruity. That is intriguing. That is intriguing. And now the 2002. Oh, wow. Okay. More fruit, less smoke. But it's, man, it smells really good. It's like with every couple years, it just gets more fruity and less smoky. So that is very interesting. What we're dealing with here is in English. And now technically, well, not technically, most of the time I don't like English blends. There's a few that I like. So bear with me on this one. We've got Latakia, Oriental Turkish, Perique, and Virginia. Now, most of those things I like. And I even like Latakia, just not in large amounts. So with Englishes, a lot of times they end up being a little strong for me, a little too Latakia forward. And they just kind of overpower all the other flavors. I just don't like them. They're more like smoking a cigar for me. But some of them I do like. Some of them smoke more like a Balkan, and those are the ones I like. Or if they have like, it's an English with a twist like my Pappy made. I like that. So let's get down to looking at the actual tobacco and the differences in the colors and whatnot. Be right back. All right, guys, back, and I've got the tobacco all laid out. We've got 2020, 2010, and 2002. I've got it on the camera here, so we will show it again somewhere in here. So you can see the 2020 is much lighter, obviously, again, it's much lighter than the 2010 and way lighter than the 2002. Like crazy. And it's also like more spongier. Not moisture-wise. Moisture's about the same with all three. More the ribbon cut is longer and hasn't kind of broke down yet. So it's just like there's a little more bounce to it. But the consistency and the moisture, so the 2010 or the 2020 and the 2010 moisture content's about the same. The 2002 is a little drier, just a bit, but there's still quite a bit of moisture in there. So let's give you a close-up of each. So that should be 2020. 2010. And 2002. Note the darkness. It's like from one part to the next part of my beard, darkness. Interesting. So I think what you're seeing there is just more time. As more time has gone on, the oils and the vapors have expressed themselves and had more time to get in, and everything's looking the same now, in the older ones. And the newer ones, nothing's had time to do that yet. So, voila. So I'm going to smoke this down and get back to you with a final conclusion. Welcome back to the Nightcap Fresh versus Cellared. Is it worth it? So, I am Dingus McSwine, back with my conclusion. So, Dunhill versus Peterson, basically. Is there any difference? No, not really. This blend really doesn't change until you get about 20 years old on it. So, interesting tidbits. We had 3 to choose from this time. 2020, 2010, and 2002. 2002. 2002. So, textures, moistures, color, tin notes. Textures and moistures were pretty much the same. Color was different. All the way down the board, each decade, it was different. It got darker slightly. The textures and moisture, they were the same, but like in the beginning, I said that the 2002 was a little drier. That was not true. That was false. That particular jar was dry. I grabbed another jar I had. That jar, exact same moisture content as the other 2 years. So it doesn't dry out. It doesn't get old. It just keeps being the same age. Tobacco prep, nothing. You sprinkle the stuff in the pipe, tap it down, tom, it's done. It's loading stuff. It's plug and play. You're real easy to load up. I did 3 pipes on this, all briar, and I didn't have enough to do 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, 2 there. So I tried to get as many mixed in there as I could. I got the notes. I can prove it. trust me, it all tastes about the same in all of them. There was one that it smoked a little bit better on, but I think that might have been because of the temperature of the day. It was a particularly chilly afternoon and it smoked phenomenally well. So smoke differences, not really until you get to the 2002. You get into the 20 years and you're dealing with a little bit of smooth, silky smoke coming in. But like the 2010, it's just more of a smooth, smoky, no bite really, just a nice silky smoke. Whereas the 2020 is a little bitey, honestly. So give it some time. If you buy it, let it die down a little bit. Flavor differences, not a lot until you get into the 2002. Honestly, the 2010 tastes just like the 2020. Very. It's not so much a lot of Kia forward. A lot of Kia is kind of played down in it. I taste Virginias in the 2020 over the lot of Kia, but then in the 2010, I tasted a lot of Kia over the Virginias, and the Perique is on the retro hill throughout all of them, and it's phenomenal. But again, it's in English, and it's just a little bit dry for me, I think. So, final words. This is a cellarable item. It's a very stable tobacco that's not going to do you wrong. It's not like an aromatic where you might lose some flavors because it's all natural tobaccos. So you don't have to worry about chemicals escaping from the tin beyond. And yeah, so let's go to the scoreboard. Spidey Pipe, why don't you take us to the scoreboard? Scoreboard. And we're back. So 3 out of 5 tins. 3 out of 5 tins. That's what I give it because I personally don't like it. If I liked it, it'd probably be 4 out of 5. It is very cellarable, but it doesn't. I gave it a 3 out of 5 because it doesn't change that much. It doesn't like get that much better that it's like, whoa, this is amazing now. It's just good. So 3 out of 5. If you like this, go ahead and cellar deep because then you'll have it and you don't have to worry about it going bad. Okay. So for Fresh versus Cellared, this is Dingus and I'm out of here. Remember, smoke long and prosper.